Now, welcome to today's video. What we're going to do today is we are out and about on the bike. We're going to go and meet loads of the street dogs who have had stays with us at Happy Doggoland but are now happy in their forever homes back on the street. It's very hard for people to understand that we would put street dogs back to where they came from, but these are some amazing dogs, including Shaq, Angelina, and some of the others who've had big injuries but are now looking fantastic in their forever homes. So come with us as we go and see a few of them. Panda, you're looking fantastic, mister, aren't you? Oh, you remember me? Do you remember me, Panda? Oh, you got scared by your big friend. That's okay. Now you can see Panda here behind me. He's looking absolutely fantastic. If you knew how bad that dog was, I mean, he was red raw, which I'll show you in the videos. But the thing about Panda is there can be no better outcome for him. He's really, if you look at him there, he's full of fur, looking healthy. He definitely needs a few little touch-up medicines, and he's very lucky that he's on a feeding route where he gets nice regular food. He's got shelter, he's got people around here who look out for him. So all he needed was a stay at the land. He's happier here. Panda doesn't want to be cooped up in a small kennel and, 24 hours a day. He wants to be out here roaming the jungle and enjoying his life of freedom. So that's the perfect life for a street dog. Nobody can sum it up better than Panda. Oh, Panda, you look fantastic, mister. You look fantastic, don't you? Come on over till we see you, Panda. Don't worry about him. Oh, isn't it good to see you, mister? Isn't it good to see you? Those eyes have healed up. We need to get you a little bit of medicine still. We'll get you a little touch-up, won't we, mister? Whoa, Mr. Ryan Gosling is a heavy boy, but I want to bring him up here into the shade to check him out. I'll let the others fight about the food. Ryan Gosling came in for a visit recently, but I want to just check him up. Whoa, and lucky he's a very good patient. But he lives here with his family. Beyonce, I've known him since I have a puppy. Look, they're all coming to check on him. But he had really bad, oh, hello everybody, hello, yeah, that's great, that's great. Ryan Gosling had really bad mange. You can see the tiny little remains of it there. And he had skin falling out, he needed groomed. He's starting to come back now, but you can see where we've groomed him there. So he was only at the land for one day, but he really, really needed it. So the good thing is, though, he lives here with his family and they absolutely love him. A family of dogs, not a family of people, in this old abandoned villa, which is the perfect place for him to live. There's no point keeping a dog like Ryan Gosling in a little kennel up at the land. He is so, so happy out here, aren't you, Mr. Gosling? Look at his smile. You probably haven't seen his smile. Look at that. Look at that smile. So Ryan Gosling couldn't be happier, all checked up. On to see the next one, which is Angelina. So we're here at this little shop. This is where Angelina lives. She was actually in for a stay with us. I feed her every single day. I know exactly where she's at. Let's go across the road before this car comes and see where Angelina is. Angelina! Come on! Come on, Angelina! She sleeps in under the car here. She has a couple of spots. She also sleeps beside the road. Hello, Angelina. Hello, Bob. Hello, darling. Oh, there she is. Now, what I wanted to explain to you about these two is Angelina was obviously... Angelina, where are you off to? So what I wanted to explain to you about Angelina is she's a street dog through and through. She lives here, but you can hear she's very, very happy to get the company every day. But when she came up to the land, she had a big cut all across her face. She was really scabby. Yes, 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 I love you as well. Love you as well. She had blood all over her. She was in a really bad way and we had to keep her in for a week. But she hated the land. We had her in one of the kennels and she screamed the place down. She was injuring herself so badly trying to get out of the kennels that we brought her back here because she's old. She's about 9 or 10 and she loves it here. They sleep in under the car. They're safe at the little shop. Yes, 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 I love you too. They sleep at the little shop and this is their home. So this is, oh, you're very excited today. Maybe she knows she's on camera, but she loves it here. And this is her home and it always has been. So that's why we keep an eye on her, fix her up, give her medicines, bring her food delivery every day. And you're happy here, aren't you? That's a perfect example of a street dog who could not be happier in their environment. You want your breakfast? Do you want your breakfast? Now it would help us massively, myself and Angelina, is if you hit the subscribe button down below. It really does help spread the word about the street dogs. Isn't that right, Angelina? Now, I'm out here with One-Eyed Lily, who is looking, I have to say, absolutely fantastic. Let's see you, Lily. Everybody wants to see you. She lives up here beside a villa where she is allowed in on the porch, so she's got a lovely setup. I feed her, obviously, every morning. She's actually on another feeding tour as well, so she gets 2 lovely hand-delivered meals every single day. It's a really nice area. It's just beside Beyonce and the gang up here in the jungle. She's really landed on her feet. So little Lily is as happy as can be, and I think if you look at her, the one thing that I really want to emphasize is just how healthy these dogs are. Like, look at her fur, look at her tail going. She really has a good life here. It's a safe place, and she's done well for herself, haven't you, madam? Haven't you? Here comes Beyonce. Here comes Beyonce. She lives about 100 yards away from Beyonce. Oh, you're looking good, One-Eyed Lily. With your friend Beyonce. That's a lovely combination. One-Eyed Lily and Beyonce. Look at that face. Now I'm here with Big Shaq today. Big Shaq is, I think, one of my favorite ever rescues. If you look at the footage and you can see the big huge tumor that he had. He was with us for about 3 months, Shaq, I think, weren't you? He was with us for about 3 months. He was the most miserable looking dog ever when we found him, but the operation was stressful. We got it done, and then he recovered. And then the question was what to do with him. Now Shaq is really what you'd call a pure street dog. He's been on the streets his whole life. He's about maybe 7, 8. He doesn't know anything else, and he didn't really love it at the land. He liked coming on walks and stuff, but this is his home. And he's got a lovely house here with 2 other dogs, a nice family, and he roams around. And as you can see, he's as healthy as can be. We call down with sausages, we bring him his medicine. This is one happy doggo living on the streets, where he really couldn't be any happier. He really couldn't. Could you, Mr. Shaq? You couldn't be any happier. Now, Mr. Shaq, will you sit? Will you sit? Come on, Shaq, you got it. Will you sit? Oh, there you go. Now you can see, obviously we taught Shaq how to sit when he was at the land. A lot of people would wonder, like, oh, should he not get a home or stuff like that? But we can't rehome every dog. There's like about 5,000 to 10,000 dogs on the island. Mr. Shaq could not be happier here. He gets to roam around free, he's healthy. He just had health issues, which we've been able to fix. So much as I miss him on a day-to-day basis, I still get to see him, and look at that big smile. He's as happy as can be. A really happy dog. Now this is Shaq's house. This is where he lives. Come on, Shaqy. This is where he lives. He's got very nice humans here who look after him. He's got other dog friends. Come on, Shaq, we go back into the house. Come on, mister. It's a safe area. There's no cars around here. The only thing is there's a big buffalo over there. But I think him and Shaq are friends, and he's got 3 or 4 other dogs who live in the area. So really for Shaq, it's a huge success story. And most importantly, I think, is we put him back, but that allows us to bring in another Shaq. So somebody else is out there who needs help like Shaq does, and we'll be able to help them now. I'll see you next week, Shaq, for your sausages, yeah? You want one more? Oh, Shaq. Coming back from visiting those dogs today, it just gives me such a lift to see them in their natural environment. They're all very happy dogs. Like if you look at Angelina or Lily or Shaq, Panda, they're just street dogs and they love their life out there. I think the one that really gets it for me is Ryan Gosling. Like we take him in, we fix him up, and like he couldn't be happier. He's got the whole jungle to himself. He's got his family, his mum Beyonce, his brothers. He's get food delivered every day. He's got an old villa to live in. They play, they fight, they do what street dogs do. And to put, like, especially somebody like Angelina, who's lived her whole life, she's about 10, to put her in a play area where she doesn't know anybody, and she was miserable. She was so miserable as soon as she got better from her injuries, that it's just not the right way to go. There's definitely some cases that, you know, dogs we take in and that are too soft for the streets, that are not going to make it, and we find them homes. But for the vast majority, there's 8 million street dogs in Thailand. I can't take them all in. I can't get them all homes. Like, I think of them coming to the land as, it's like us going to the doctor or going to the hospital for a little visit. Yeah, you need to go sometimes and you need to get checked up and fixed up, but then you go back to where you live, and it's tough for the street dogs, but they're getting food, medicine, and crucially, that critical care that we give them when they come in. Look at Shaq. Like, Shaq was gonna die, and Shaq is now as happy as can be. So that's all that we need to know, I think. I just wish I could take them all in, of course, but that would lead to failure. That, you know, there's shelters all over the world with hundreds of dogs, and I don't think that's a long-term solution. I look at Shaq, and to me, he is much happier where he is right now. And you can't get every decision right, but I think for the most part, those dogs are loving their new lives where they are. Is it good to see you on Rocklistar? How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Did you have enough? You've had 15 sausages, is that enough?